Ex-firefighter Steve is restoring a neglected and battered Victorian fireman's helmet.
How you doing, Steve, me old mucker?
Yeah, good.
Oh, you got it apart?
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm a bit worried about the actual dents.
Hold on, you just said you're worried. If you're worried,
Well,
my knees start wobbling. What's going on here?
Not worried, but just,
Okay.
just a bit concerned that actually the equipment that I've got, the hammers that I've got, are not the right shape and design to hammer these out.
I know just the man that can do that. So leave it with me. Stop you from worrying. And stop my legs shaking. Right?
Thank you very much.
No problem. How we doing, Dom?
Hey, Jay, you all right?
Yeah. I've got an interesting one for you here.
Earth is this? Okay.
Right. Well, this is a fireman's helmet, well, part of a fireman's helmet, and then Steve is working on the outer bit, but this is a bit that he can't tackle because it needs panel beating without breaking it.
Oh, it's so thin.
Yeah, it is thin.
I'll try my best.
No, when you try your best, good things happen. So I'm happy.
Thanks, Jay.
All right, mate.
Back inside the barn, Susie is working on the helmet's leather lining.
After a couple of false starts, I finally got my template done. So now that I'm happy with that, I've got this beautiful piece of pigskin here. So just need to put it on the leather and mark around. One of the things that is good about the pigskin is that it has a lovely texture and is incredibly strong and hard wearing. It's such a durable leather and supple and thin. Just check our sizing here. It's got to be tight enough to fit nice and snug.
I'm focusing on this dent at the front here, which is a prominent one at the front, but my hammers don't fit in there. So I've sort of improvised with some bits of hardwood that I'm just going to use as a kind of extension of the hammer and then use that. You can see on the top, I put the profile on the top, the curve is to match that curve. So just to avoid any sharp edges of the wood poking through and causing more damage than I need. My major concern with having to move the metal so far, the metal, it's almost fatigue, I guess, but it's just so thin that there's a real high chance of it cracking. But I'm just going to have to work very slowly, and if there's any signs that it's starting to get a bit thin or it doesn't want to move or it just starts, I'll stop, because I would much rather just leave it solid and dented than start cracking it, and it would just ruin the piece. So far, so good. I'm really pleased with the progress so far. I've got a long way to go, but a lot of the majority of the major bits of movement have actually happened already, and fingers crossed, I don't want to jinx it, but there's no cracks yet.
With Dom and Susie doing their bit, Steve can now concentrate on restoring the brass links that make up the chin strap.
I'm just going to repair them and solder them back on. It's very, very thin. I guess it's been polished so many times that it's worn down. Right, so I've just got to solder this one. Pop that in the joint. Good. That's looking great. That's the first one. Just got to do the second one now.
Hello. Do you like my new hat?
Yeah, it's very... take it off.
You're speechless.
Oh, wow.
Think that'll do the trick?
Yeah, that's really good. Gosh, it's absolutely fantastic. That'll be far more comfortable.
Yeah. All we've got to do is try and put it in. Good luck.
Cheers.